Collision will be hosting Breakpoint at Helix Esports venue for yet more pre-local action.
See, I'm so glad that you corrected me because I might not have known that.
Yeah, well, now you do. And you can follow the Collision Series Twitter for even more updates, as we've got Black Mamba Haze representing the Terry and Diddy Kong respectively. And if I know anything about Haze, it's that their mixture of characters can create a lot of problems for a lot of different players because his playstyle drastically changes with a couple of core mechanics that link all three of his characters, that being the Rob, Wolf, and Diddy. Meanwhile, Black Mamba is full in on this Terry, and for better or for worse, they're throwing their body at you.
He does have a lot of moves that do that. That is, you talk about constant themes. Ooh, what a catch! Monkey flip high. I thought we learned this lesson this weekend. I thought we learned this lesson in 2017.
We would never learn.
Clearly not.
Sometimes you just want to go high. You want to take to the skies. You want to take like wings, just like this monkey wants to have. But this ain't no bird, and it's gonna have to find a way to get this Terry out of the air sometimes, because Black Mamba, she has been approaching a ton of times with this. With the power dunk as well as multiple other tools. As another Buster Wolf attempted to come out, and the pummels, but Terry's weight will let them survive. Another Buster Wolf. Now the back air comes out on the neutral getup just in time. Haze evening up the score count.
To get Terry to 171 and only eat one Buster Wolf, you're happy to get out of that situation alive.
Absolutely. If there's anything that I can say about Black Mamba's start to this game is, A, they're jumping a lot out of disadvantage as Haze almost found the spike, but also they are not using a lot of some of Terry's more prominent ground normals, things like down tilt and forward tilt, which are incredibly oppressive, not to mention forward tilt being disjointed. Haven't been seeing many of those at all. They're looking for much more of these cancels off of their aerials instead, so it's a high risk, high reward kind of playstyle.
And the character definitely lends themselves to, like, both these characters are fun, and you like taking risks with characters is fun. I love taking risks. I lose a lot of the time when I do it, but it's really, really fun to do it. And these are characters that really lend themselves to taking risks.
Oh, great delay on the double jump for Black Mamba, but they just had no resources at the end of the day. Diddy Kong's forward tilt being so active, allowing to Haze pressing their advantage without needing to commit too hard, and without a jump, Terry's recovery, that rising tackle, invulnerable, yes. Distance-wise, not so much.
Yes. Black Mamba showed some very, very good things at the beginning of that game, but towards the end, you saw just how well Haze was able to play around Terry's recovery. Like, all exits were covered, all windows and doors were locked, and there was just no way back to the ledge, which is not an uncommon thing when you're playing against Diddy.
Yeah, it's a real shame because it feels like Black Mamba frequently, every time I see her come on stream, she is always off to lightning fast starts and are able to put on so much damage very frequently, but then just get outpaced and out-tempoed as the game goes on. And Diddy is a character that can really take control of a game state to the next level.
And that's a good point, because fighting Diddy really, really is a stamina test. More than many other characters, you have to really be on your point at all times, because Diddy's game in neutral is just so strong in all facets. He has just solid things that work at pretty much every percent. Like nice, safe, quick moves that lead into a lot of combos. So you really, really have to be on point, and it takes a lot of mental stamina to keep that up, even for an entire best of 3. You know, I've never beaten a Diddy in bracket.
It's hard. The character's real good. And yeah, it's exactly what you're saying, like the stamina test of Diddy Kong. Like Diddy Kong's not, unless you're falling into something like banana forward smash, you're not gonna really drop your stock against Diddy up until these like 140, 150 marks, even as high as 170 in the last game. But finding that hit on Diddy Kong, it just gets so hard, especially this ledge play. Diddy Kong, an oppressive ledge trapper, and that Z-drop dare will close out the stock. It's how you draw it up if you're Haze, right? As Black Mamba looking for the dash back, but Haze not panicking, though does drop into the burn knuckle.
Right, and that's And on the other side, like, you really have to be mindful of all of the, like, you really have to understand Terry's threat ranges when you're playing against this character. Like, Burn Knuckle has a threat range. Crack Shoot has a similar threat range. Like, all these things, like, they're moves that go a certain distance. They don't cover a whole lot of ground, but they do cover ground, and, like, you need to be aware of all those threat ranges whenever you're fighting against this character, lest you fall into, you know, a stray commanded put Burn Knuckle, and you lose your stock at the ledge 80. It happens.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with how many of these B button moves they're going for, as many a times it has led Black Mamba into bad positions just as much as they had good positions, as the attempted recovery and Buster Wolf from ledge does lead to the stock off of falling victim to the now Matt, looks like Haze is trying to get this platform game going with 42%, but Mamba didn't have a jump as they tried to retreat with the power dunk, not finding the ledge, which means they're dropping the stock, and that is the game falling to Haze. 2-0 in their favor.
And that looked like such an innocuous play. How many times have we seen Terry's do that to ledge, and they just grab ledge and it's fine, or they have the jump and it's fine, or they have the air dodge back and it's fine. That's just a bad break.
Yeah, just not keeping track of your resources, and Black Mamba really looked like they were very willing to throw out many of those special moves, like just all over the place, taking advantage.